Hello everyone, we're back.
Yes, we're back from Cebu. If you guys watched our last video, we had to take a quick trip to Cebu for my 13A visa biometrics. So we got that out of the way. So, the last couple days we just kind of hang around the house a little bit just because we were 14 hours over 2 days on a bus.
It was a long trip.
Yeah, so if you want to go to Cebu from Dumaguete, obviously you could fly, but we decided to take the bus. And I think it's better than driving. I had a couple comments about why didn't you drive. I think that would have been harder. 7 hours to drive with the roads over there are not good at all. The roads here in Negros seem a lot better. They're wider, much better shape. The bus itself is clean. It's only, I think, 700 pesos per person. So that's $14 to go all the way to Cebu, 7 hours. And that includes the ferry ride. So very, very cheap. So we did it.
We did it, we're back.
Yeah, we're back. So, again, 14 hours in a bus over the course of 2 days, kind of takes its toll a little bit. But we do enjoy going to Cebu. The malls there are just fabulous. A lot of more things available, some real nice restaurants, and immigration being there in that mall, pretty simple process.
It's very simple.
Yeah. So, little quick story, we had an appointment for April 18th, and so we get there, and you know that we're using JRC services, so we get in line, guy met us there, no problem, and all of a sudden he takes off and gets in another line. I'm like, I wonder why he's doing that. Comes back and says, sir, you're 33 days from your appointment. Immigration has given you a fine. You have to be here within 30 days of making the appointment. And I'm like, well, I didn't have the date of April 18th. I didn't choose that date. That date was given to us. So we had to pay 1,100 peso fine, $22 fine for being 3 days, because I guess when you sign up for your biometrics, you have 30 days to get there. No, obviously, we don't know that. So any of you are going to do your biometrics if you're looking to get your 13A visa. When you make your appointment, either yourself or if you're using a service, you have to have it taken care of within 30 days. So we had to get another line, paid 1,100 pesos. So something that was supposed to take 15 minutes took an hour and 15 minutes. So that was kind of tough. And if you watch our video, you see we were rushing to try to get back to the bus terminal just because we had to get in a second line to pay the fine.
Yeah.
So we definitely went over what we thought, but we got it done. So now in 2 or 3 months, I should have my temporary 13A visa, permanent visa. And then guess what happens after 9 months?
We had to reapply again.
Reapply again
For
the permanent and go through the same hoops.
Yeah.
But my understanding is I don't have to do biometrics again. Just have to reapply, and then I will get my permanent
yes.
13A resident visa.
Yes.
And then I'll be a permanent resident. So glad that's over.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So Janelle took the week off, and then he's going to work for our neighbor. So we're happy for him. He's going to be working for, remember the Russian couple just 2 lots down. So that build is going to be a 6, 7, 8 month build, whatever it's going to be. So he got a job there, so we're happy for him. So we're going solo for a while. So a lot of the videos you're going to see Wilma video me as I'm doing some of the projects. So we're going to get out there and show you some of the things that we're working on. And we still haven't made it to the nursery yet.
Not yet. Soon.
we got to get there. So we have been working around the house. We're going to show you some of the updates. We did stop by Mitsubishi. I need to get an oil change for my truck, so we got that set up for Monday, today being Friday. And then tomorrow is what?
Brownout.
Brownout, 12-hour scheduled brownout. So what we are starting to do is now it looks like they're getting those scheduled brownouts like every month.
Yeah, it sounds like like once a month.
Once a month.
Yes.
So what we're doing is we're trying to schedule our day around the brownout. So tomorrow I'm going to do some more painting outside and just some outside projects. So, you know, with a brownout, you don't need electricity to paint. So we're just trying to figure out what to do. And then my understanding is it's not just this area, it's a large area of Negros Oriental.
Yes.
It's a pretty big area. So as you go around talking to people, you know, they're saying, hey, you know, there's a brownout Saturday. And actually we talked to another YouTuber, and he said that a friend of his is getting married on Saturday, and the event is taking place at a restaurant. Guess what? No power. So, boy, that's going to be challenging. Hopefully, that venue has a generator, and then you'll hear the generator roaring in the background during the reception. So that kind of stinks. But, yeah, 12-hour brownout. We just have to get through it, and we'll just schedule our day around it. So let's get to some updates. So what I've learned is you really need to epoxy the concrete. So you guys know I've done plenty of videos. This has 4 coats of epoxy and then 1 clear coat. So I really like the clear coat. The epoxy I wasn't crazy about. It seemed thin to me, but can you see the shine with the lights that are on? The light epoxy, I think, is good for this dirty kitchen. Just due to the fact that, you know, there's only that one window and it's open on the other side, and it could be dark in here. And we just have 3 lights in this dirty kitchen, and it's very bright with the white walls and then the light floor. But what's really nice about this is if you spill anything, especially with the clear coat on it, it just mops up perfectly. So very, very happy that we did it. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the light color, but it does help with making things bright. So now that we got the clear coat on, and it's been sitting now for over a day, I'm going to start now bringing out some of my things from that spare bedroom. So we have, you know, some shelving that's going to go in here, and some of the stuff that's in that room will come out here. So we can start working on that. So you guys have seen the dirty kitchen itself. We'll get this all cleaned up now that we got this epoxied. So now this is going to be the next project for Wilma and I for the brownout.
This will be tomorrow project, right?
This is our tomorrow project. Yeah. So we went ahead and bought a blower, electric blower, like a leaf blower. Boy, glad we did it. Does it really get all the corners out, and it just blows everything out. So we're going to go ahead and mop this. We got an old mop. Get it as clean as we can, and then we're going to hit this hard with that same color. We'll do the same 4 coats. Let it dry like an hour between each coat. It dries very fast. Then we'll let it sit probably 2 days, and then we'll come back with the clear coat. So that's going to be our Saturday project. Now, one of the viewers, one of you asked about what type of sealer we're using. So here it is. Primero, clear. It's $15.60, so about $30 US a gallon. And I really like this seal. Not crazy about their epoxy, because to me it was a little thin. But the seal, really, really nice. It went on very thick, and you only need 1 coat. So definitely pleased with the sealer. So I bought an extra gallon. I only used about 25% of the gallon to put a heavy seal on all that. So I'm going to use maybe a half a gallon here in total for the seal. So next up is we're going to power wash this, and that'll be next week. And then I'm going to come right behind with the sealer, and I bought another gallon. So I'm going to have about 1.5 gallons. Now, I don't know how far it's going to go, We'll find that out. And they had plenty of this in stock. I would imagine I'm going to use probably, I don't know, 5 gallons. That's just a guess. But we're going to go ahead and next week work on sealing the carport with just a clear coat. I should have videoed yesterday, because yesterday, and we had a couple visitors to come up, the ocean yesterday was the bluest it has ever been. I mean, we've been up here now, what, about 7 months?
A little over 7 months since day one.
Since day one. Yeah, and it was amazing. And even Wilma was pointing out, the sky itself was such a vibrant blue.
Yes, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It's actually beautiful.
So we had a couple visitors yesterday, and we just hung out. It was Kelly and John. And I did a quick video of John yesterday, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that. He helped us with some welding. You'll see that in a minute. But what we're going to be focusing on, and we still got to get this sand out of the way. No big deal. And we've already had a couple people come up to us and say, hey, can I work on your garden? So you'll see probably a new person here shortly. But we're ready to go. We just got to get to the nursery. We're pretty much cleared out. All we need to do is right here. Can you see where it comes down and then it drops? Still, we need to get more dirt from here over this way. Just didn't get done. So that'll be the first thing that our new employee will do. Just move everything over and then pull more dirt this way. Same thing here. We got to till this all up. This hasn't been tilled yet. So, you know, let's just call it a day. It's probably going to be a half a day, and then we'll be ready to go to the nursery. So when do you think we'll go to the nursery? We got oil change on Monday.
Hopefully late next week.
Yeah, so Tuesday, Wednesday next week.
Yeah, just get some, palm tree over here or something.
Yeah, that's where we want to start first.
Yeah, I want to start over here.
Right here. We want to put trees here. Right, Gwen? We want to put trees here. So we're going to start there.
Yeah.
And then Wilma was just messing around. Got a couple pineapple here by the rock. So first 2 pineapples went in. And we still have all those plants over there. Yeah, I think we'll do the oil change on Monday. Yeah. And then we'll go to the nursery either Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on what pops up. And then we got to get everything here. And then we can coordinate on how to get everything into the ground. Get everything situated. Yeah. All right, so let's get on to the rest of the updates. All right, so we have found out that Sandy is a climber. So my buddy John, you know John, he's the one that came up with the rubber ducky and mask to go swimming. Hey John, thank you very much for saving the day.
Anytime.
John's from Rhode Island. He moved here a few months after I did. He lives in Darwin as well, and luck would have it, he's a retired welder.
Retired welder.
For many, many years. So Sandy's a climber. So we saw Sandy jump on that rock while she was out with the gate shut and climb right there. She climbed right through. So what we're doing is we had some extra square bar. So we welded a piece there, and we had another piece, so we just welded it there. And then now what we're doing is just welding a couple pieces here, just in case she thinks she wants to climb. And then while we're at it, we put a piece here and also right over here, just to be safe. Now we didn't see her climb through, but this opening is actually wider. So we said, you know what, why not? So I'm going to go ahead and paint this later today. But we did see her climb up on that rock and go through here. That's 15 cm. And Wilma, what'd she do? She tilted her head, right?
Yes.
So she jumped up. How many seconds did it take her to get through?
I would say maybe 5 seconds. She's smart.
5 seconds, she's smart. So Wilma said She jumped on the rock, turned her head sideways, pushed her head through with both feet facing this way, and then pushed off and just boop right through. So she's a smart dog.
No other dog can do it.
No, we haven't seen any other dogs get in.
No.
Just Sandy. She wants to protect.
We are in the Philippines, so we use primitive tools.
Yes. So we have the welder of the contractor, but we didn't use it because John has his own welder. As I said, he's a retired welder. He bought a welder here when he was in Mindanao. So he's using his own. So I gave him a text this morning, knowing as a welder. I said, John, what are you doing today? Can you come up? He says, I'll be up in an hour. He was here in 30 minutes. So we appreciate it very much. So Janelle made these for us. Just a simple twist. We're going to weld them 15 cm apart all the way across here because that rock is pretty high. The ones over there, they're further away. This is right up against the gate, and this rock is real tall. It's like 4 feet tall. These rocks are like 2 feet tall and further away. So I don't think she's jumping up on these and getting it. Not at all. But we went ahead and put one here anyway, just because this is the lowest part. You can see this is the lowest part. And as you go down the fence, it gets higher and higher. So we're pretty confident that she's not getting through here. Now, we may, I just slipped, we may put something under the gate. I have a little angle iron right there. It's all bent up, but we can cut it and straighten it out. We did see one of those puppies. Remember when I was walking through the pineapple patch and that puppy that I said I've never seen before? He was trying to get through right there. And that's pretty tight. I mean, that's probably 12 cm. But he had his head through, but he couldn't get his body through. So, and he hasn't made it in yet, but he was certainly trying. So we may just take that little angle iron, it's like 1.5 inches, and just weld on the bottom of it, but we'll see. But definitely appreciate John coming up so quickly. He lives right downtown Darwin. And take care of this for us. And then I'll give me something to do this afternoon. I'll be able to put that red oxide and paint it black. But just, you know, obviously we want it dog proof. So Sandy can get through, others can get through. So when we went to Cebu, we actually locked Sandy out because Janelle was going to feed her. We were going to be gone for 2 days. So what we didn't want is for her to be inside the property. You know, we could have left food for her, but she would have ate it the first day and we were gone 2 days. So Janelle said, no, just she comes up to the house to see Philip anyway. I'll feed her, take care of her. So we said, great. So we locked her out, and then we have our security cameras, and guess what? Security camera went off. So I said, oh no, you know, we're on our way to Cebu and we already have an alarm, and we turned on the alarm and it was Sandy. She got into the property. So obviously there's no way she's getting in around the fence or around back. It's impossible. But Wilma said, saw her once climb through here. So we think this is the area. So I think we're good. And like I said, we just put that there just as a precaution. And what we also did, we had a couple extra the small ones that we're putting up top. We just put one right there just in case she's jumping on that rock and coming through, because you see my fist. This is about 1.5 fists. This is pretty wide. I think this is 15 cm. This is 10 cm. And I believe this is like, it's close to 15. It's like maybe 13, 14 cm. So I think we're going to be good. So we're out here in the blazing sun. Just knocking this little project out. And hopefully we'll now be 100% dog proof. So look at the view today from Wilman's garden. It's cleared up again. Remember, we couldn't see the ocean for about 3 days. Crystal clear today. Yesterday as well, and we spent the day yesterday just relaxing, swimming all day. But we got it done. So we got all see the top? Now that all has to be painted with that primer coat, the red oxide, and then painted black. So I'll do that tomorrow. I mean, we're right in the middle of the heat of the sun right now. But got it completed. Did this panel as well. So we're gonna give it a test tonight. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put Sandy out tonight because she's normally on the property at night, garden the house. But what we'll do is we'll lock her out, and then I'll take one of my security cameras and point it at this and see if she tries to get through or if she gets in at all. So we need to find where she's getting in. And we're pretty confident it's that panel right there, maybe there. And then third would be the gate itself, but we don't think so.